Hey, Bethany Christian Church, this is Pastor Greg. I'm coming from my office. Just wanted to update you, and many of you have probably heard of some churches that will be opening this weekend, the first part of May, and many other churches are looking at opening in May. Um, it's not just an easy decision, it's a decision that has to be made. Bethany, we have made that decision. We have a game plan for our reopening. And so you should get in the mail a letter like this that will give you our game plan about how we're going to open. Or you may get it in your email. I'll probably post it to the website. Plus, I'm going to tell you about it right here. So anyway, churches are encouraged to be cautious because and to be adherent to the CDC requirements and those sort of things. Because the last thing we want to do as a church is start meeting and then become a hotbed of spreading the COVID-19 virus around. And we want our people to feel safe and those sort of things. So we're going to kind of inch into this, move into this slowly. You know, you can't run without first crawling and then learning to walk and those sort of things. And so what we will be doing is our first meeting together will be, we'll have a board meeting on May 17th at 5 o'clock in the evening in Fellowship Hall, just to get our leadership all on board and bring them up to date on everything that's been happening up here in the interim. We may also need to have some volunteers the weekend before the 24th come up to help disinfect and clean. Those sort of things. You'd be surprised how dirty a building gets when it's not occupied. Anyway, our first Sunday together, in which we will meet again, will be May 24th, Sunday, May 24th. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have worship service, okay, at 10:50 that day. And we will have it in Fellowship Hall. Why Fellowship Hall, you ask? In looking at all the requirements and recommendations for disinfecting and trying to keep surfaces where they're disinfected and not likely to spread the virus around, our sanctuary having the cloth pews and the carpet and those sort of things makes it a little more difficult to find a disinfectant that's economical and one that can be sprayed on those things and that kind of stuff, and it becomes very difficult. So, but in Fellowship Hall, we'll have tables. We're not going to have tablecloths or anything. We'll just have the plain tables, and we'll have those plastic chairs, which are easy to wipe down, easy to disinfect afterwards. And so we're going to meet in Fellowship Hall. It'll be a little different. We're going to meet around the tables. It'll be a little different, but hey, we're getting used to different, aren't we? And so we'll be back together, and we're encouraging those that don't feel comfortable. They don't feel like you have to come. If you're 65 or older and you're in that susceptible range, or if you have health issues, we ask that you don't come unless you feel absolutely comfortable. We're asking everybody to bring their own mask and to wear them. Yes, wear them, I said, and to bring their masks. This is not just for you. It's really for the protections of others. How would you like to be responsible for being the one that spread the virus to one of our wonderful saints that we love so well here at Bethany Christian Church? And so we're also going to have hand sanitizer and a lot. Be praying that I've ordered comes in time for us to do, and we'll be sanitizing it all. But we're going to meet like that two or three times, and we hopefully, if everything goes well. Why the 24th, you ask? Number one, it's a little later than everybody, but that puts us roughly in what they're calling phase 2, if everything goes like they said, phase 2, which will be indication of what has happened. If everybody starts meeting and it blows up, then we may have to push that back. But May 24th will be our Sunday. And then probably in June, we'll add back Sunday school to that. And then in June and July, depending on where it goes, we'll start adding back the other things like youth and those sort of things. Now, if things are going pretty well, many of the youth already know that the camp has been pushed back to the end of July, so that we should be able to do that. But a lot of our other things like VBS and some of those things that we do in the summer may or may not happen. We may have to do some other things in their place, and but I think we've all learned the key word here is flexibility to do what we need to do, and it will just be good to be back in the present. Now we're going to ask people when they come on the 24th, not, if you're a family and you've been housing in the same place, you sit together, but y'all, we're gonna ask you to use social distancing. We're not gonna pass the offering plate. I know it's hard to believe. Brother Greg's not gonna do what, but we are gonna have the offering plate on the way out where you can put your money in there. How's that? And we'll be doing the communion the new way that we adopted right before this, where it's much more sanitary and those sort of things. So we are doing this to protect you, to protect our congregation, and we look forward. Mark your calendar, May 24th, and make plans to be here at 10:50. And also, if you have some available time and all, you may contact me, and I may get you to do. I need some volunteers to come up and do some extra cleaning and those sort of things, and so that we can make sure that the building is sanitized before and after each use. And so also, one of the things we're having problems getting is sanitizer cloths and that kind of stuff. So if you have any you want to donate to the church, man, we would love to have it so that we'll have a good enough supply for everybody. And so with that said, mark your calendars, synchronize your watches, get ready to tune into the same bat channel, same bat time, and be here May 24th. Love you, Bethany Christian Church. Peace to you.